mission of human performance optimization is to maintain and optimize the human weapon system that is tactical air control part. The intent, the mission overall, is to preserve, maintain, and optimize that human being to ensure that we can still employ that weapon system and bring that power to bear for the Air Force and for the Joint Force.
Make adjustments.
So in order to be a tactical athlete, you really have to be good at everything. You need to be strong, you need to be fast, you need to have agility.
So when I got here, we did a mission analysis on what does a tactical athlete actually need to accomplish a mission. And one of the determining factors we found was work capacity. Because when you're out deployed, you're going to need to do a tremendous amount of work, and you're going to need to be able to do it fast, and you need to be able to do it in long periods of time.
One of the workouts here that we do, it's on Fridays. Fridays are the best. Is a 7 to 8 exercise circuit where you're go, 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 rest a little bit, go, 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 rest a little, and there's a certain standard for each exercise. And if you don't meet that standard, you got to raise your hand, integrity first, and the coaches will count up how many people didn't meet that throughout the entire workout. And you're going over and over and over again, so that thing keeps adding up, and at the end, if you let your team down on certain workouts, you got to pay up.
So the reason I wanted to come back here and do this is that I was working with college athletes previously, and some of the coaches think it's life or death situations there, where it's really not. Ultimately, we're not sending them out to combat. TACPs are going into combat. I was in combat. I understood the skills that I had and how important fitness was to me during combat, and I want to make sure that these guys can potentially save their own lives with their fitness level and then the lives of those around them.
PGL reference or phase lines?
North
175 degrees, max forward 8,500.
It's very taxing. There have been times when I've carried 70, 80 pounds of gear for 22-hour days for a few days at a time. Our job is to embed with the Army and go out and control aircraft, close air support. I'm Staff Sergeant Bunkley. I work here at the 607th Air Support Operations Group, and I'm a TACP here. The OFT is very important to our career field because there are times in this job where you're going to be throwing on a rucksack and expected to coordinate close air support for days at a time, living out in the field.
I did not do as well as some of the events I did last time, so there's some frustration there. It's a tough test. I know you saw the 10 different events that we did over the course of the 48 hours. You're going to get crushed.
TACP airmen definitely need to be held to a higher standard for physical fitness. At times you're required to put on a ruck and walk around for days at a time with no sleep.
But at the end of the day, it's a good feeling. You're out there, you're working out with your boys. You saw it, the camaraderie that was here. Whether guys were maxing out, just getting the minimums or whatever, the team came together, to push guys through. And that's what ultimately matters,
Tactical Air Control Party Airmen are among the Air Force's elite, and their associated demands are unlike any other career field. Most airmen take an annual or biannual fitness assessment. The TACP airmen take a different test, the Tier 2 Operator Fitness Test.
So the OFT has 10 total exercises. ranging from deadlifts, mile-and-a-half run, med ball tosses, farmer's carries, ergometers, grip strength test, etc.
On test days, pushing through the pain of each exercise until muscle failure is the goal of each TACP. In case you didn't know, these TACPs are all part of the 3rd Air Support Operations Squadron on Fort Wainwright, Alaska.
So the 354th Fighter Wing out of Eielson Air Force Base is largely known for the red flag exercises that they put on, as well as the soon-to-arrive F-35s that are coming next year. What most folks don't know is that within the fighter wing that there's this little-known career field called TACP, and we're actually the sole combat power and the only operational major weapon system within the fighter wing.
The TACP career field has a specialization called Joint Terminal Attack Controller, which allows them to call in airstrikes on the battlefield. TACPs are strategically stationed throughout the Indo-Pacific region.
Under the 354th, we have folks here on Fort Wainwright and in Anchorage. We've got a unit in Hawaii, as well as units down south of Tacoma, Washington. So we're spread all over the place here in the Pacific, but all under the 354th.